Hello, what's up guys? Welcome to another Rock Java video. This new sets of video or new segments that we're trying to make, it's called is Hallyu or is Hallyu for you kind of deal, where we talk about all this, everything, ups and down, the what is it, how is it, why is it, who and what and where and when, about Hallyu, okay, or the Korean wave. I don't know how many of you guys know that term. It's not Wagyu, the beef. Okay, it's Hallyu, which means Korean wave, which really is a Korean pop culture wave that is transcending outside of Korea. And yes, South Korea, if you think I must clear that up. So we're going to talk about the Korean dramas, the Korean movies, the Korean language, the Korean handbook, the Korean food, Korean pop music, Korean indie music, a Korean variety show, talk shows, anything in that matters. Alright, so we hope that you stick around to find out all about it, because we'll tell you all about it in its glory and non-glory. Okay, we're just gonna be like super unbiased talking about this thing. Alright, here we go. There are many ways to Rome, and of course there's many ways to Korean wave or Hallyu. So I don't know which route or which path you guys took. But mine is kind of like this. I started with Korean dramas, then Korean movies, of course, and then some like Korean language. Then I like, oh, maybe try the food or whatever, and then suddenly into Korean pop music, and then to Korean variety shows, which is like TV shows, other than dramas and music shows, and then talk shows. And then some people even go to like Korean fashion, Korean makeup style, and they just go for the whole bang. I haven't gone that far yet, but I'm pretty sure my fashion sense has a bit of a Korean influence to it. Pretty sure, I guess, the whole world is kind of going that way. So first we're going to talk about Korean dramas, and what is it like. If you're wondering what Korean dramas are, they're actually Korean TV soap operas. If you live in South America, they're really no different than telenovelas, okay, which what I used to watch before I start watching Korean dramas, because they were aired on TV and I would just watch it. Okay, so it's something like that. Usually it will involves, or the storylines, will be around 4 people, 2 males, 2 females. Okay, first female will end up with the first male. Second female doesn't always end up with the second male though. Alright, but for some reason these 4 people will be in either 2 triangle love or a rectangular, square, whatever, trapezoid love. They'll be just like somehow connected in one way or another. Alright, so as far as character development goes, the first female lead, she's usually smart and witty and a very lovable person, okay? Kind of like a girl next door kind of image, so it won't be hard for the viewer to love her, okay? Even though she might be a little tomboyish or a little rudy sometimes, a little crude, needs a little bit refinery to be refined there, not ladylike somehow, but the crowd or the audience would usually, the viewers would usually like her, okay? The first male lead though, however, he's usually very cocky, very ambitious, and just non-understanding, not caring whatsoever. If you've read the novel that is called Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, it's almost like Lizzie and Mr. Darcy, These 2 people like each other, but somehow their character, or the situation they're in, their backgrounds, you just make them go bickering and smothering and then annoying each other, much ado about nothing, but at the end they end up together kind of deal. Okay, as far as for the second male lead, he's usually the lovable guy in the beginning, okay? People would just, the viewers would like him because, oh, he's so caring, he's so understanding, and he gives everything to the first girl, but the first girl will never even look at him and just go with that cocky, ambitious guy that is the first guy. Alright, so that's usually how it runs. So that's that. As far as the second female lead, the viewers would usually hate her because she's usually someone that is ambitious as well, you know, and someone that is selfish, someone that knows what she wants and she gets it, you know. And people always think, she's always in the way, she's she-devil, blah 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 blah. But sometimes, you know, for me, I like the second girl better because they're more realistic for me. But of course, I come from a semi-Western view, and that might not always be correct. Okay, that might not be how the Korean society perceive how a woman should be. Okay, let's not go over on how gender should be treated or portrayed. You know, I don't want this to be like a big argument about ethnocentrism and all that. Okay, so enough. I'm just telling you what usually is. It's usually like that. Okay, but of course now dramas have to evolve, and you know, they have a little twist here and there, so I can't say, but most of the time the framework is like that. 4 people, first lead, second lead, their character development is somewhere along that way. Okay, if you watch the play My Fair Lady, it's all kind of like that. So it's, I guess a lot of British novelists influence this drama writers for some reason, or when they go to college, that's what they learn. That's why all the movies come out like that. Okay, so of course another component of the drama is the OST, or the original soundtrack. Usually though, they don't use songs that are already published, or that are already out there. They would actually make a brand new song, you know, a brand new set of songs just for that drama. Okay, so people get the feel to it, and that's how I first know about Korean music. I thought all Korean musics are like drama music, because it always talks about love, brokenheartedness, how they love these people, but they just don't know how to get there, or this other person no responds back to them the way they wanted to, kind of deal. Okay, and usually they have a female OST singer and a male OST singer, depending on what song should go for that part of the episode. Okay, as far as the length of this drama, sometimes it could be like 12 episodes in length, 16 episodes, 20, some even come to 54. And I know there's this one drama way back in the 90s, I guess, it's like 103, and I actually watched one of them, so I don't know what I did. And usually it's an hour per episode, so 103 is like 103 hours. Oh, that's a lot of days. A lot of days. So that's what it is. Another components of the drama is, of course, for us non-Korean speakers, is the English subtitles or whatever, like Chinese subtitles or Japanese subtitles, Mongolian subtitles, whatever subtitles you guys use. Spanish, I see a lot of French, Mongolian, and Vietnamese subs out there. You guys, the one that watch dramas that needs sub, you need to thank those fans that are like subbing while we sleep, because they did such a wonderful job subbing into the language that I understand, and it actually pulls me into watching it, you know, because if I don't know Korean and I would just watch it, I'll be like, okay, I can figure out the body language, where the story is going, but I'll probably be lost by episode 1, of course. It's like the first 15 minutes of it. But the subbers, okay, they're just, thank you very much. Thank you very much. One of the good sub team is the Heaven sub team. If you start watching drama like through YouTube or Viki, and then it says in the beginning, written in the Heaven subbing club, oh, they're like one of the best. I have to say, one of the top subbing team. Just the timing's perfect, the language, the word choice that they pick is very good. I don't know what language they sub into, but I know they do one in English for sure. Okay, because I watched them. Alright, so definitely you have to thank those guys, because man, they did such a wonderful job for it. Okay, so that's it as far as drama components. I already talked to you about the characters, the English language, the OST. It's not only shot in Korea though. It's not just in South Korea where they do the shooting. Sometimes they would go overseas, you know, Bali, Malaysia, Japan, China, one of them in Prague and in Paris, and then in London. Just everywhere around the world. Okay, so you definitely get to see beautiful sceneries because they do take very, very good shots, okay, of the sceneries, or just to set the local colors, to get into the dramas, and you get to know their surroundings, and you really get to know about Korean cultures and their societies, their perceptions of the world. It just opens up your world, to just see something different. Okay.